My mom is not gone. Please, God, please tell me she's not gone.
This is Amy Grace Day. The woman she's begging God to bring back is her 79-year-old mother, Leah. In less than 90 seconds, 3 Florida detectives are going to tell Amy something. But before they do, Amy is going to describe a flower bed.
Did you never notice those flower beds?
Which one? There's one that she plants the tomatoes in, and then there's the other one that she has the aloe plants, and she had fake plants there, but she had those there all year long.
Oh, she put fake plants there?
Mm-hmm.
She always put fake plants there?
Mm-hmm.
Why did she do fake plants for?
Because of the air vent from the dryer.
Mm-hmm.
It's she has to keep it covered because it doesn't have a cover on it, and it killed the plants anytime she's planted them there. So she just about 3 years ago started putting fake plants there, so that way she didn't have to worry about it.
Did you ever help her plant the fake plants?
I've helped remove her, and and rearrange them and pick different ones to put there, but that's about it.
What Amy doesn't know, sitting across from Detective Rios, is that another team has been digging in that flower bed for 2 hours. The fresh soil, the artificial flowers her mother chose because the dryer vent kills the real ones. They've already found what was underneath.
And was buried in the backyard of her own house.
No.
And then they put flowers, not just natural flowers, fake plastic flowers on top of her with fresh soil to make it seem that it was a nice, beautiful garden.
Her name is Leah Hawkins. She is 79 years old. She lives at 1414 Lakeshore Drive in St. Cloud, Florida, a quiet street in a quiet neighborhood, the same house she has lived in for years. Every morning, she walks her back porch. She drives her grandson Morgan to school. Sometimes, she brings him lunch. She is a Christian, the kind who watches Pastor Charles Stanley's sermons and writes pages of notes on every one. She likes Paula Deen. She watches NCIS and Hawaii 5-0, and she keeps a fixed schedule that almost never changes. At 1:30 in the afternoon, every weekday, Leah's phone rings. It's her sister Joy calling from out of state. They speak until 2. Between 4 and 5, her older daughter Judy calls on her way home from work. Leah cooks vegetarian. She is allergic to cigarette smoke, so when her younger daughter Amy needs a cigarette, Amy goes outside and waits. On Saturday, September 19th, 2015, Leah is supposed to go to church in the evening. After church, she normally stops at Hungry Howie's for the family's Sunday lunch. She does not make it to church. She does not make it home. By Sunday afternoon, when her daughters file the missing person report, Leah has been dead for 18 hours. The suspect is Leah's younger daughter, Amy Grace Day, 59 years old. Amy lives in the same house as her mother. Amy is on her mother's bank accounts and her mother's credit cards. Amy reported the disappearance, not Judy, not Joy, not the neighbors. Amy. According to Amy's first statement to deputies on Sunday morning, her mother left the house voluntarily Saturday evening to comfort a recently widowed friend named Rose. The friend came to pick Leah up. Amy was up in Chiefland, 2 hours away, with her boyfriend, Carrie. Her mother called her around 8:20 p.m. in tears, told Amy she loved her, said she'd miss her, and told Amy not to worry.
Between 8:20, 8:25.
That's when you received that phone call where she was a little bit, you said she was crying.
She wasn't bawling. She was just kind of more of a, it was like a whimper, type, and, she told me, when she told me she loved me, and that she would call me as soon as she got a chance. I took it as she was going to miss me, or,
Uncle, did she give you a timeline when she was supposed to be back, or how long she was going to be gone?
She didn't really give me a timeline.
By Monday morning, that story has problems. Detectives have already pulled Amy's phone records. They have already pulled the toll transponder data. By Monday afternoon, when Amy sits down for the second interview, 3 detectives are working different angles of the same case. Detective Joe Guevara takes the lead. Detective Brett Roller works the digital evidence phone e-pass packages. Detective Rios will pivot to empathy when the moment comes. And while the 3 of them are inside that interrogation room, another team is in Leah's backyard. 2 flower beds. One has tomato plants. The other has artificial flowers, fresh soil, and underneath a body wrapped in plastic refuse bags. Detectives find Leah Hawkins on Monday, September 21st, while her daughter is in the next building constructing the story of where her mother went. Here is what detectives know walking into the second interview. They know the last call between Amy's phone and her mother's phone is from Friday, September 18th, just before 11 p.m. 2 days before the alleged tearful Saturday goodbye, the whimper, the I love yous. None of it is on any cellular record. They know Carrie's SunPass account hasn't been used since earlier in the month. There is no toll record for the trip to Chiefland. They know Amy's phone pinged a salvage yard, a BB&T ATM, and a self-storage facility on Sunday morning. 3 locations Amy hasn't mentioned. They know the Sunday ATM withdrawal was $400 from her mother's account. They know there was a $2,500 check Amy mobile deposited into her own account. And they know Leah purchased a one-way Spirit Airlines ticket to Ohio for Amy on Saturday morning hours before the alleged disappearance. The audience now knows everything Detective Guevara knows. Amy is about to learn how much of it she has already failed to explain.
Today's day is September 21st, 2015. Time is 3:23 p.m. Located at the Sheriff's Office, Osceola County. Detective Joel Guevara, Detective Brett Roller, and can you please state your full name, Amy, please?
Amy Grace Day.
Okay. Again, thank you so much for waiting for us for the phone thing. We're, as you can see, we're conducting a full-blown investigation because we don't know what happened. So we just want to cover every angle and make sure that we got all the steps covered, okay? And due to that, I'm just gonna read some stuff to you, some formalities. You have the right to remain silent. You understand that?
Yes.
Okay. Note her composure. Hands flat on the table. Voice steady. This is the baseline. Remember it.
Let's start with Friday. Let's go back one day. I know we started the other days on Saturday. Let's start back on Friday. Friday, what was your routine that day?
I was packing. I was getting clothes ready for Goodwill. Mom and I both were.
Okay.
We were just laughing and joking, and packed the pantry with stuff that I eat that she doesn't because she's a vegetarian. Going over just different things. I mean, it was just a normal day.
Does your mom has like a regular routine? Like she does the same thing every day, or like the same routine, or just
No.
No.
Different things, different days. I mean, she goes to Walmart different days. She goes to Winn-Dixie different days. She goes. The only thing that's routine is in the morning time. She walks every morning on the back porch. Takes her grandson to school. We'll take lunch to him at lunchtime.
You already have plans to go out of town with your boyfriend Carrie, or when did those plans come up?
That didn't come up until Saturday.
Saturday.
Yeah.
Okay. And who reached out to you? Did Carrie reach out to you, or you reach out to Carrie?
He called me. I missed his call. I called back. He missed my call. Called back, and then I called him back. I mean, we just went back and forth.
Now, around what time those calls started?
I think the first one was like at 7:50, 8 o'clock in the morning because he.
And then on Saturday, your mom went out the whole day?
No.
Did she step out of the house?
No, she cleaned on Saturday.
Okay. So she never got in the car, left, or anything like that? Went outside, or
Well, she
went
went
outside to...
She went outside when Morgan and Mark came down to mow the grass.
Oh, okay.
But, I mean, other than that, she was inside cleaning, and she went outside, out back, you know, for a little bit, and read the Bible. She does that.
You went out, other than living with Carrie, you went out during the day? Did you step out of the house like, to go somewhere, run some errands, anything like that?
No, when I stepped out, it was at 5 o'clock on Saturday.
And that's when you left
Carrie, yeah.
Carrie?
Yeah.
Watch Amy's eye movement when Detective Guevara asks if she stepped out. The pause before 5 o'clock is half a second longer than every other answer she's given. Hold that timestamp.
When was the last time you heard from your mom?
Between 8:20, 8:25.
That's when you received that phone call, where she was a little bit, you said she was crying.
She wasn't bawling, she was just kind of it was like a whimper, you know, type, you know, and, you know, she told me she loved me, and that she would call me as soon as she got a chance. I took it as she was going to miss me, or, you know, I mean, I didn't read too much into it.
Well, did she give you a timeline when she was supposed to be back, or how long she was going to be gone?
She didn't really give me a timeline. My sister called me, apparently, after she went down to Mom's house, banged on the door, she didn't answer. Judy called me, asked me if I had heard from Mom. I told her yes. Judy told me she told her the same thing, and that she had said she was going to be gone for 6 months, and that there was no way that Mom would miss Christmas.
How long does it take to get up there by the Gainesville area where he lives? I forgot the name. Chiefland? Or
Chiefland. Without traffic, 2 hours.
2 hours?
Yeah, with traffic, 2 hours, 15 minutes.
And that's the route that you guys took, right?
Mm-hmm. So straight route we always
And the
took.
same route you guys took back on Sunday?
Mm-hmm. No, yeah, on Sunday, yeah. There, met her, and maybe I got to the house maybe at 11:15, 11:30. I don't remember exactly what time because I didn't look at a watch, but between 11:15 and 11:30. And I called Judy.
Okay.
And then when I opened the door, she was there and she came in.
You stop anywhere else?
No.
That no, you stop anywhere else? No is the first answer detectives can prove is a lie. Tower data already shows her phone in 3 places that morning. None of them in this answer.
And when you got there, and then arrived after Judy got there with you, the house was completely locked up, right? There's secure, nothing tampered with, no windows, no damage to anything. Everything was normal.
Yeah. Screen door that's on the front door.
Mm-hmm.
The only way to it only locks from the inside.
Mm-hmm.
So it was locked. So I had to go to the gate and through the back door. But Subway, Hungry Howie's, or whatever. But it was locked, so that's the reason I went around to the back. But back door was locked. The door that leads from the house into the garage was locked. The door that leads from it's that white door that goes from the garage out to the back where the recycling bin, it was locked. The garage door was shut. You know, the front door was locked. Everything was locked. And all the windows were shut. I mean, I didn't check if they were locked, but they were all shut.
A 79-year-old woman in a hurry to leave for a long trip with a friend named Rose did not stop to lock 4 doors and check every window on the way out. The level of detail in Amy's answer is the giveaway. She is reciting from memory, not from a story she's telling for the first time.
What kind of conversation you and Judy were having? You guys both decided to contact the sheriff's office and report this, or who made that decision?
Me and Judy were talking about it, my Aunt Joy, and we all agreed that it was odd, and, you know, we started going through her address book trying to find, trying to contact people, trying to find this Rose, trying to find anybody who knew Rose. I remembered the church book with the pictures and phone numbers and stuff like that. I went and grabbed it and to see if we could find her, and that's how we had Ruth's home phone number, but that's how we got the pastor's number and the treasurer's number, and Judy knew some people she went to school with, and so she took it to make phone calls. Nothing seemed out of place other than the fact that Mom's stuff, clothes, that type of stuff was gone. But, I mean, kitchen, living room, her desk, the TV room, where the computer's at, everything was, the back porch, everything was normal. I mean, there was nothing out of place. There was no book out of place. There was nothing in her room that seemed out of place except for her stuff gone.
The clothes are gone. The jackets are gone. Detectives will later find both, hidden in the attic, above the garage, the same attic Amy will tell Detective Rios her mother would never use because of the heat. She would give it to Goodwill so other people could use them, Amy says of her mother. The clothes are not at Goodwill.
Asking you that about your phone, about the phone calls, and about the e-pass. And now this all comes to light about, now there's actually a wire check, digital check transfer to your account. You understand what I mean? This didn't come up last night, early today. They didn't come up earlier and stuff like that.
I didn't think anything of it, really. I mean...
Come on, Amy. Don't you think that would have been important?
It is, but I mean, I can't remember everything when I'm that tired. My brain...
I'm tired too.
I understand that, but I mean, your brain works different than my brain. Mine is going at 100 miles an hour. I'm trying to remember everything. I'm trying to be able to tell y'all everything, and I'm trying everything I can to give y'all all the information that you need, be completely truthful with you, and try to remember everything. And sometimes I can't. And I'm sorry for that, but I can't remember everything all the time.
This is the cooperation register. I'm trying to remember. My brain is going 100 miles an hour. Sometimes I can't. 1 cents. End quote. The function of these phrases is to license selective memory to make it socially acceptable for Amy to forget anything that contradicts her story while remembering anything that supports it. Watch which details she struggles with for the rest of this interrogation.
My mom giving me money is not anything that's unusual. Buying a ticket for me is nothing unusual.
What do you think Carrie's going to say when we contact him? If we contact him. What do you think Carrie's going to say?
That he came and picked me up at 5 o'clock and he dropped me off. And he's going to tell you that he paid for the tolls and doesn't know why his son pass didn't register.
What do you think Tasha's going to say when we go talk to her?
That we met at Westgate and that we swapped out cigarettes and that she left and I left.
You just don't understand. He's like, you're telling me that you made for your mom, tried to receive from your mom. You're telling me that. Then, however, when we go to your phone, you give it permission to see, to take a look, stuff like that. Your phone is giving us a complete different story of what you're sharing with me.
I can't answer you on that. I have absolutely no idea.
Listen to what Detective Guevara just did. He didn't confront her with the phone records. He asked her to predict what Carrie and Tasha will say. Now, when their accounts arrive and don't match Amy's prediction, the contradiction won't come from the detectives. It will come from her own mouth. He has just turned Amy into the next contradiction in his case.
If I tell you that the last phone call that you ever did to your mom was on September 18th, which that was Friday night, just before 11 o'clock at night. Will you be surprised about that? It's based on your phone information.
Very.
Okay. And then the call history, you know how you go through the call history and then you can remove calls from the actual call history log. What's removed, what's deleted.
I don't delete my call history.
Okay. Why not? That's coming straight from your phone, a phone that you own, the phone that you use.
I understand that, but there's no reason for me to delete it. I mean, I have no reason to.
Okay. All right.
that I called my mother cell phone book after the 18th. I know I did.
There was no Saturday phone call. The whimper, the I love yous, the 6-month trip. There is no record of any call between Amy and her mother on Saturday. Amy invented every word of it. And there's another problem inside her own answer. She just said, I know I did. She didn't. She's now contradicting the phone records and her own knowledge of them.
Will you be surprised, or I would like to know what you would say if I told you that the last time that account was used was earlier this month? Carrie's account, yes. And there's absolutely no record of him going through E-Pass or anything like that.
Yes, that would surprise me.
Okay. So I'll give you already 2 things. You understand what I mean?
I understand.
That I'll be able to confirm. Let's swap shoes for a moment. You know, how will you feel about that? You've been in my shoes, getting those stuff right now. I just want to know what happened to your mom. You know what I mean? What happened to your mom and stuff like that. And I just want you to be honest with me. You ain't left town. You know, look how you left town. You know, I was hanging out here, yeah, with another friend, but you understand what I mean? So when you got those things, just kind of a couple exclamation points and a couple flags are coming up. You understand what I mean?
I understand, and I don't have an answer for you because I don't understand. And I do want to know what happened to my mother. I have no idea what's going on.
That's what we're trying to find out.
I know.
And the only thing we ask from people, to help us out,
and
is just to be completely honest with us.
And that's what I am. I'm being completely honest with you. Because I want to find my mother.
Yeah, we want to find your mother too.
And
right now, all we care is your mom's safety.
That's all I care about.
Okay.
This is the strategic move. Detective Guevara has shifted from confrontation to alliance. We both want the same thing, but the alliance is conditional. He's offering Amy a way out. Tell me what happened, and we're on the same side. Watch what she does with the offer.
Is your phone showing that you've been tracking the packages?
I haven't been tracking the packages. You've had my phone. You have my phone since yesterday.
Okay.
How could I be tracking the packages?
I don't know. That's what your phone's showing.
There's no way for me to track the packages. You had my phone.
Okay.
I can't track those packages. Not if you got it. I haven't been in the house. You've got my phone. There's no way for me to track the packages. I mean, does that make sense?
I just give you the facts what your phone shows. Understand what I mean?
But
I just give you the facts what your phone shows.
Does that make sense?
You understand what I mean? I'm just saying. I just give you the facts.
I understand.
Of what your phone shows. That's all.
I know, but what my phone is showing is I've been tracking the packages. You've had my phone. I've not been allowed in my house. I haven't had my phone. I still don't have my phone.
The tracking shows that the last time your phone went into the website or tracking the packages was on the 20th before law enforcement was contacted.
No.
Okay. I'm just giving you the facts.
Okay.
Of what your phone states.
Okay, but no.
You understand what I mean? It just...
I understand.
I'm going based on what your phone says.
I understand, but no.
Okay.
I can tell you flat out, no. There was no reason for me to track them. Unless she asked me to. And obviously she didn't. So I would have no reason to track the packages. They weren't mine.
She just told the detective the truth. There was no reason to track the packages unless her mother asked her to. And then she told him her mother didn't. which means by Amy's own logic, nobody should have been tracking the packages. The phone records show someone was. On Sunday, September 20th, after her mother had been dead for over 12 hours.
I mean, your story is not making sense with what I got right now, Amy.
I don't know what...
It's not confirming what you're telling me since last night. And I want you to be completely honest with me. I want you to take a deep breath and say, you know what, Joel? I'm sorry. Yes, I did forget to tell her. And then let's start fresh.
All right. I got back before 11 o'clock.
Okay. From where?
From Chiefland.
Okay.
Got back before 11 o'clock. I got back probably about 9 o'clock.
Okay.
I left. I went towards Nova Road. I turned around. I took a call from Marie. I stopped at a junkyard or something. I talked to her. I went into St. Cloud. I stopped at BB&T. I went to Westgate. I stopped at storage, went home, and I called my sister.
The 11:30 arrival just became 9. 2.5 hours unaccounted for. The salvage yard, the bank, the cigarette exchange, the storage facility, none of which existed 2 minutes ago. None of which Amy mentioned in her first interview. None of which she mentioned this morning. None of which she mentioned 10 minutes ago when Guevara asked if she stopped anywhere else and she said no.
That's a good step right now. You just took.
But
Why it took this long for you to come out with that? Why?
think about how it makes me sound.
We're humans. We make mistakes.
You don't understand
I understand.
You don't understand my sister. She would take that and she would think that the most horrible person ever walked on this earth, that I put myself in front of my mother, and I don't. But that's what she would think. And so would my Aunt Joy. And I don't. I put my mother first.
Listen to me.
I stopped and talked to Marie because I got upset. And I didn't want to be driving while I was talking to her on the telephone.
Listen to what she said her concern was. Not the truth, not finding her mother, not justice. Her concern was how it would make her sound to her sister. We're humans. We make mistakes. The mistake she's talking about in this moment is failing to mention that she went to a bank. The mistake she has not yet mentioned is the one buried in her mother's flower bed.
How much money you have in your purse?
$6.
And where that money came from?
I stopped at an ATM.
Okay. What bank was that?
BB&T.
Where's that one at?
There's one on 192.
$400 from her mother's account. On the morning of September 20th, the morning Amy says she was driving back from her boyfriend's house in Chiefland. Her mother died Saturday evening. Sunday morning, Amy used her dead mother's debit card.
She bought some stuff from Walmart.
Okay, do you know those things that she bought?
I know she bought a full-length mirror, TV.
Okay.
And because of the TV in her TV room is going out, and I think she bought some jewelry.
Okay, how big was the TV that she bought?
She bought a pretty big. I don't know exactly how big, but I know she was bigger than mine. So.
What credit card she used to pay for that one?
I'm not exactly sure, but I'm going to guess Walmart.
Do you remember how much was the whole bill?
No. I didn't ask her.
Did she tell you why she needed those things?
No.
Did she tell you exactly what kind of jewelry she bought?
Other than just, like earrings and necklaces, because she wanted some stuff to wear to go with, church stuff and, different things like that. She was tired of not having, different things to wear. I mean, I can't say anything about that. Everybody deserves to feel pretty.
What will you say if I believe that your mom was not the one that did those purchases? I believe the person that made those purchases was you. Your mom found out that you were making those purchases and she didn't like it.
Why would I make the purchases?
I don't know. You have access to the account. You got access to the emails.
I don't have access.
I just don't see a 79-year-old woman buying a 50-inch TV.
I have a 42-inch TV. I don't need a 50-inch TV.
Okay. Understand? And I think she got upset at you.
Those are not my purchases. I don't need the jewelry. I've got plenty of jewelry. I don't need the jewelry. I don't need a 50-inch TV.
Okay.
And I don't need a full-length mirror.
The TV, the mirror, the jewelry, total over $1,200. All purchased Friday or Saturday, all on the mother's credit card. Amy's phone tracked every package. The TV was delivered to the house on Sunday, the same Sunday Leah was already buried in the backyard.
Why is your phone showing that you've been tracking the packages?
I haven't been tracking the packages. You've had my phone.
The tracking shows that the last time your phone went into the website or tracking the packages was on the 20th before law enforcement was contacted. So that was before we made contact with you and your sister.
That was not me. I can tell you that was not me.
And then right before that, right now, you say that you will not track it, you'll not be tracking the package on your own unless your mom will ask you to do it.
Right. That's how I know it was not me. She made the order, and that was.
Amy,
I know where.
let's be sincere with each other. Listen to me. Bottom line right now.
Watch the rhythm of her denials. That was not me. I'm not lying. The sentences are getting shorter. The qualifiers, I think, I believe, are gone. The hands on the table baseline from Phase 5A is gone too. Her left hand has moved to her face. Her shoulders have rotated 3 degrees toward the door.
You said your mom paid for your Ohio ticket?
Mm-hmm.
When was that purchased?
Saturday.
This Saturday?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what time? Did you actually find them on the computer or something?
Yeah, I went to Spirit, and she got all the stuff in there, and she put the card number in, and.
Okay. And do you know what time of day this was? Was it during the daylight hours?
Yeah, it was daylight.
Okay. Because Saturday is the day you left to go to.
It was before I left.
Yeah. Okay.
So it was before 5.
A one-way ticket to Ohio, paid for by Leah Hawkins. Hours before Leah Hawkins disappeared, Amy was scheduled to fly out the following Friday. By the time the police would have come knocking on the front door for a wellness check, Amy would have been in another state with $2,500 of her mother's money in her checking account.
What can you tell me about, has been any deposit made to your account?
Mom wrote me a check for $2,500.
What day was that? What day was
she wrote that check?
That was on the morning of the 19th.
19. That's Friday.
Okay, 20. No, wait, no.
No, it's Saturday.
Saturday. Saturday
Okay,
morning.
I'm sorry.
Saturday.
I apologize.
Yeah.
I'm all messed up with my days. Sorry.
And
Yes. You're right. I apologize. My bad.
That's
Saturday.
okay. Yeah, morning of Saturday.
Okay. And you using what?
Just for me to go into my account to have, so that way she worried, that way I had money and just in case I needed anything, she wanted to make sure that I was safe and taken care of. She didn't want me to have to, if I needed to get back or if I needed something or something happened, she wanted me to be able to have the money to do it.
Detective Guevara has built the foundation. Detective Roller, the digital evidence specialist, sits down to walk through the data layer by layer. Watch the change in posture between the two detectives. Roller is calmer, slower. He has the records in front of him.
You know what the issue is, I think, is the lack of logic that's going into what you're saying, and the untruths that you told us already. That's the biggest problem, because when someone lies to you, especially in a circumstance like this.
I know, and I corrected it with him.
No, you corrected. Yeah, sure, but you gotta. That looks like you're hiding something.
I know.
And
I'm not.
Well, let me tell you.
And I know it looks like it and it looks bad.
I just want to tell you the way I see it. Friday, the 18th, you make a call to your mom. Late at night, about 11 p.m. It doesn't appear that there's any talking going on, but you call her number from your phone.
On the 18th?
On Friday, the 18th, late at night, probably about 11 p.m., your phone makes a phone call to your mother's phone. Saturday, there is no communication between your phone, your mother's cell phone, or the house phone.
See, that's what I don't understand, because there was.
And I'm having trouble understanding it too.
The Friday 11 p.m. call, the one with no talking on it, is the call Amy would later use to construct the Saturday phone call story. There was a real call between her phone and her mother's phone. It was just 2 days earlier, and nothing was said. She built the whimper, the I love yous, and the 6-month trip on top of a 2-second misdialed call.
You guys, as far as you say, you go up the turnpike, and let's just stop there. You guys go up the turnpike. You say that he goes through one transponder, one area, and then he pays for the rest.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? What I know about the turnpike is that no matter if you go under there or you go into the stall to pay, there's still a reader there. There's a reader everywhere you go.
They take a picture of your tag.
And we're not getting any of that from your e-pass or his. And this is where one of the lies comes in. You tell us you get home at 11, but then you said you got home earlier than that. For some reason, you decided not to tell us the truth. Okay?
9 in the morning.
So you left, you
At
both
7.
left at 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
You get here. Does he get out and go in the house?
No.
He drops you off. Is your mom there?
No.
Mark this moment. Is your mom there? No, she's not there. The eye contact she's held all interview just dropped to the table. Roller didn't ask if Leah was missing. He asked if she was there. Amy answered the literal question. The literal answer was, according to Amy, at this moment in the room, true. Her mother was not there. Her mother was approximately 12 yards away, in the flower bed.
A person who breaks into a home, and I don't know if this is what you're thinking or not, a person that breaks into a home and commits a horrible act doesn't clean up like that and then not do anything for advancement. Not only that, they don't make it look like your mother left to go somewhere. That doesn't happen. I can tell you, in 10 years of homicide with every presentation I've ever gone to, that doesn't happen. Unless it was somebody close. I'm not saying, Amy, that you did anything. But what I'm saying is, with everything I'm seeing, with all these facts and all this craziness going on, it makes me think that you're not giving us everything you know. And I can tell you one thing, the evidence will prevail. It will prevail.
Roller has just told Amy the conclusion of his investigation. The next 40 minutes are about whether she will say it back to him. Detective Rios enters the room. He has not spoken to Amy yet. He is here to be the empathy frame after Roller's pressure. Watch how Amy resets her composure when a new face appears.
I've talked to you before, right? I'm actually assisting out with the case with your mother and stuff. Most of the time I've been at the house. I know that she has been talking to you for a while and stuff, you know? Just want to kind of...
I'm sorry.
I said, I know she has been talking to you and stuff. I just want to kind of get the perspective, kind of. I know you're here and a lot of questions been going on, you know. Not that, you know, I'm going to be honest with you, since I haven't been here and spoken to you yet. That of course there's reasons why we talk to people, we understand that, right? Mm-hmm. You know, there's a reason why you're here, of course. I mean, I'm going to be honest, things just don't look good for you. You know, to be honest, it doesn't. Okay? But all I got to say is that life, in general, is hard, all right? It's not easy for anybody. It's not easy for us. It's not easy for on this side. It's not easy for you, okay? We're all human, right? And as human beings, we were created to make mistakes. This is what we do, all right? I'm not perfect. I can sit here and look at you and tell me that I'm an angel, okay? We've all made mistakes and done stuff that doesn't make us bad. It does not make us bad people. It doesn't, you know? Sometimes we do stupid things that come to bite us in the butt, you know? But that's part of being human. It's part of nature. It's part of us learning. It's part of us growing.
It's not me. I haven't done anything wrong. And I haven't been able to think of anything.
Let me ask you, do you miss your mother?
God, yes.
And you miss her?
My mother was my life. She was my best friend. There wasn't anything I wouldn't do for my mother. I would never hurt her. Never. If somebody had a gun to my head, they would have to shoot me before I hurt my mother. Period. And I'm not BSing you. Honest to God. There isn't anything my mother wouldn't do for me. She stood by me when a lot of people wouldn't.
I understand.
And there is nothing I wouldn't have done for her. And I wish like hell that I would have stayed home Saturday. Because then maybe none of this would have happened. And I would still have my mother. A huge piece of me is now dead. That woman was more important to me than any member of my family.
Now, as strong as you feel, I mean, you want to get to the bottom of what's going on just as much as we do.
Yes.
They'd have to shoot me before I hurt my mother. Hold that line. We will return to it in 3 minutes.
I know where
Let's
you're
be sincere with each other. Listen to me. Bottom line right now. Bottom line right now, Amy. Right now, Amy. Your mother was murdered. And I'm trying to get to the bottom of it.
I know that.
I'm asking you some simple question that I got the facts to follow to be able to sustain it, and you still lying to me.
I'm not lying.
How about a simple question?
I have not tracked the package. Did I go on Walmart's website? Maybe. But did I track the package? No.
Your mom was murdered in her own house, wrapped up in garbage bags, and buried in the backyard.
I don't need to know this.
And then the person who did that has more than enough time to do and plan this. The person who did it had a reason why to do it. Your mom wasn't picked randomly. She was targeted. And the person who committed this knew your mother. And your mother knew that person. Your mother found something out about that person and confronted that person.
The narrator pulls back here. The exchange has reached a temperature where the room itself becomes the content. The next 90 seconds belong to Detective Guevara and Amy alone.
If I even had a clue or hint or anything, I would tell you in person. I would ask you to send everybody to go get her. I have absolutely no idea. I wish I did.
Well, we'll find your mom. She's been at the house the whole time.
My mom's been at the house the whole time.
But she's dead.
What?
Your mom been at the house this whole time, and she's dead. She passed.
No, 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 no.
She's been in the backyard the whole time.
No.
Buried in the backyard.
No.
She was buried in the backyard the whole time.
No.
And flowers placed on top of her.
No.
There's no reason for me to lie to you, Amy.
No.
I'm telling you the truth.
No.
And was buried in the backyard of her own house.
No.
And then they put flowers, not just natural flowers, fake plastic flowers on top of her with fresh soil to make it seem that it was a nice, beautiful garden.
The fake plants Leah chose because the dryer vent kills the real ones. The flower bed Amy described in detail 40 minutes earlier. The artificial flowers the audience watched her say she had helped rearrange. Underneath all of it, her mother.
No. My mom is not gone. Please, God, please tell me she's not gone.
There's no reason for me to lie to you, Amy.
No.
Telling you the truth.
Where in the backyard?
Your mom is passed, died, is dead,
No.
and was buried in the backyard of her own house.
My mother was a Christian woman. She's a good woman. She did not deserve that. No. No. My mom is not gone, please.
Who will do that, something like that, to this sweet old lady? Who will do that to her?
I don't know.
She didn't deserve it.
No, she didn't. I don't know. I don't know. She didn't deserve that.
3 minutes ago, Amy told Detective Rios they would have had to shoot her before she hurt her mother. The audience now knows where Leah Hawkins was, while Amy said that sentence. She was 12 yards from the interview room, in a flower bed her daughter helped arrange, wrapped in plastic, under fresh soil. Amy Grace Day was charged with the first-degree murder of her mother, Leah Hawkins. The interrogation that you have just watched ran for over 6 hours across 2 days. Amy never confessed. The state of Florida built its case on what the audience has seen: the cellular records, the toll transponder data, the bank account, the package tracking, and the body in the flower bed. If this kind of analysis is what you're looking for, subscribing means you'll see the next one.